refresh this. Oops, actually, maybe I'll open up your ref and we will grab a picture recently from Justin Beard. Picture recently that I made here for the just Night Harbor, because we're about to texture Night Harbor. Get the palette on Night Harbor going. So I just wanted to, I think it was the bends that I wanted to do some illustrations on. It's gotta be late, right? Yeah, it's 10:30. Nailed it. It is sort of late. Maybe I'll do something like this, where yeah, something like that. Zoom into the bends. That doesn't need to be. Oh, there we go. Hey, Quicks. Good evening. Burning the midnight oil. Oh yeah. Nailed it.
Oh my god, that makeup and that dress.
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on.
Right now, today, what I'm gonna do is essentially do like just some architectural illustration of what I think the bends might look like. Wait, what the heck? Am I going crazy? F6? No. Sorry, F5. If I go over here and transfer, broken. Her pen pressure seems to be broken. I'm doing a very soft. Alright. Hold on, I might need to reset services here. I used to have to restart my computer before I realized what the problem was. And then I have to go over to yeah, let's save this and let's open up this and here we go. Is Unity behaving? Oh, it's Photoshop. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Beauty. See that? Now my pencil brush actually behaves. There is this thing that I had a while ago, and I might pull it out right now. Actually, let's see. See if I have it Lazy Nezumi. Let's see if I have my. I'm gonna hop onto my my Google here. Let's see if I can download it. Because I own it. I just need to. Lazy. News. Oh. I own it. I bought it. I just don't know how to get it. Lazy Nezumi. Let's see if I'm able to try it for 15 days. I already bought it though. The frick? How do I... It's been a while since I set it up, but basically the Lazy Nezumi allows you to do some pretty cool like perspective stuff. You know what? I'll wing it. Alright, I don't need this anymore. Or if I do, I'll just bring it over to the other side. You guys don't get to see it. But today we're just gonna be drawing some stuff. Quicks, by the way, I hung up your sketch you did with my prompt with the mama and kid goblin. I love it. Thanks again. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad. I'm glad it brings you joy. You're like, I didn't say it brings me joy, I just said I hung it up. Well, I'm glad that you hung it up. How are you guys? How's everybody been? How's... Any big Any big gaming news? I was watching Care Bears to get my mind off real life. Damn. Care Bears do care. For real. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm going to a haunted house for the first time in years tomorrow. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient. Order management panel, chat panel, everything is in your hands. I wanted to finish saying that. Hold on, what else was there? Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to Steamrise RU. Everybody, never go to Streamrise RU. It's an anti-ad. Like right now, tell people that Streamrise RU steals your money. Yeah. Do ads like that even work? What's the retention on that? Not retention. What's the conversion? Actually, I don't want to know. It will probably help me lose faith. Oh yeah, yeah. My friend's obsessed with that guy. Space Fist, if you're here, you've been summoned. Oops. I guess it would be something like this. And then that. Yeah. Yeah, true. It is Russia. Okay. I'm not like... Not really like... too, what's the word? In love when I wanna in love with myself when I do this. Yeah, that's the right way to phrase it. I'm not too in love with myself when I do this, but this is all freehand perspective. This is pretty good. This is all freehand perspective. Alright, well, maybe this could be a little bit of something like that. Oh yeah, that's better. No, it's not. My head was better before. Pop that guy right about here, though. Pat myself on the back, Wix. I pat myself on the fucking back. I don't like myself when I do that. Sometimes it's fucking good. I'm proud of myself. There's this one time, and I remember it so clearly. We're having a meeting, Monsters of Memories, okay? And I was like, make them a little bit smaller. I think it was around the time when we were talking about like icons or something, right? So like UI stuff. And I let a little bit of like, I was like I'm gonna say something and be like super like confident in it, right? And so I said, oh, you know, like, and if you guys want me to do the icons, I can bang those out in like so quick. I got this, right? I was so like ready, and then the rest of the team was like just kind of like silence, like kind of awkward, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll. They're right. Chill the fuck out. Who cares? Who cares? A little. Let's not get too ahead of myself. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, well, that passion just fucking blew up in my face, and I looked like an idiot in front of the rest of the team. Like, who the fuck is this guy? If anybody on the team is around and can back me up on that. Oh, I did. I did. Keith, I was half listening, but it's probably true. Yeah, Keith knows. Anyway, so ever since then, fucking, I just have nightmares of that exact experience, and I go, oh god, don't let me ever do that. I think it's the icons that you see in game. That was like the skull and the fireball and all that. So I delivered, but I had to because I was fucking, you know. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. If they, you're right. Good design stays in the background. It's a very true statement. You do not notice good design because it's integrated. Feels real. Yeah. You got it. You know what I'm talking about. You said it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we revamped the website. It was a lot of work, but I think we got in some good timing, especially with some of that Reddit post that we're gonna have soon. Yeah, it was pretty quick. A lot of work, but pretty quick. And it was nice because I had so much work already had been done. to like support it. So like for example, oh wait, hold on, I'm dumb. Like most of the class illustrations were done.
Oh my god, that makeup and that dress.
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on.
Well, they were close to being done. I still had to do the backgrounds. The backgrounds took a while, man. But then the same with the race illustrations. I already done that previously, so it was a lot of culminative work, like getting a lot of this stuff. Oh, save. That's a good point. I just brought up Lord Spacefist. Why did I do that? I said something and it was related to Lord Spacefist, and now I forget what it was. Yes, it's just because you're great. Nothing else. What was it? A texturing question? Sure. What's up? Hold on. What do you mean texturing? Yeah, ask me everything you need to ask. Yeah, that was actually one of the drivers, dude. Was we were like, oh man, he's right. That first impression is not great, and so. One thing that I see happening a lot, though, is we get a lot of people looking at Monsters and Memories and being like, and okay, this kind of, if anything ticks me off, it's this, which is they're like, I wonder if they can even do this game, like how much of it is like just EverQuest. And I go, thanks a lot. All the creativity and effort and passion into doing like those race designs and hitting like a balance of like new and old and like what people will appreciate, what people won't, and like pouring all that into it, and then people are just like, fucking it's just fucking this other game, but worse. I go, fuck! Ah! But as soon as that does happen, I just turn my, like, I'm more like, because, you know, I think, how can people be that stupid? But then I also realize that a lot of people aren't in the development state. They're in like a consumer mind, and so they think in terms of consumer, and you know that stuff doesn't come up. You know, artistic intent and you know, creative differences and all that stuff doesn't really come up. Yeah, I didn't even play EQ. Lord Spaces says, hey, Space Fist says, hey, I'm making a hockey animation in Blender. I need text to appear in the center of an object. I've tried creating a texture in Photoshop. Do you know of an easy way to do this? For example, if you're making a hockey puck and wanted the words puck drop to be in the center. Like, oh man, we're gonna have to. Well, you need to UV the puck. Yeah, we'll VC after. That's easy. That's no problem. But you need to UV the puck. Love the concept art for Eminem so much. I work in the animation industry and have felt like my art has been getting stagnant lately, but really felt a lot of inspiration from the work on the new site. Shannon, thank you. It's good to hear. Wow. Work in the animation industry. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of gigs you do? This is where I promote my Squarespace. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do it. I'll do it for you, but I'll do it later. I'm a character / prop designer, sometimes effects. Very cool. I don't know, there's a certain, what would you even call it? Like, I don't know what kind of stuff that you do. But it's weird because there was this shift that happened to me a while ago. And I've talked about this sort of before. But I'm gonna touch on some different elements. One, which is that, like, which is the thing that, you know, I've told everybody probably multiple times by now. Well, definitely multiple times by now. That, you know, I felt like I had something to offer instead of just wanting to get into the industry, and that's what sort of pushed me to do some of the Monsters of Memory stuff. Like, I knew that MMOs were missing something, like really brutally missing something in their race design, and there were all the MMOs that I saw come out, and so I came in heavy with an ethos, and that was cool. But it's also just some of the great artists that are amazing at what they do, truly amazing at what they do, that have come out and they're industry gods at this moment. I just haven't been inspired by them. But then I took a look back and I started to see, and this was a while ago, but I started to see the individuality that and you guys will probably know this name if you've been around my stream for a while, but I started to see Paul Bonner and his work, and I go, oh, it's so amazing. And I started to see some of the the Amanos and how their artistic integrity carried over into the Final Fantasy series. You know, and how it was like these people were artists first, and then they ended up taking their art and putting into design, and it was like, that was super inspiring, rather than being like like a designer first, and then kowtowing to whatever project that you currently had, I guess. I don't know. I've never really been in the industry, so I've just sort of done what I wanted to do and needed to do. I think of the big current active MMOs, Final Fantasy. This is one of the only one with a unique visual direction, but even that feels muted compared to earlier MMO. Yeah, well, I'm personally talking about the older MMO or older Final Fantasies, even before MMO stuff. So I'm talking about Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, and how the bestiary and that they've created, that Amano created, those archetypes have continued to be staples in the Final Fantasy series. You know, you look at the way that they drew Bahamut, or their goblins or Amano's goblins was recently brought back for Final Fantasy. I think it was 15, the ones with the boys. Final Fantasy 7 had, and 9 both had fantastic, iconic designs. You see the same thing with Halo. Halo was just if you look at the concept art for that, it was just some guy doodling on a sketchbook, and every time he needed to redraw something, he took it and scanned it and then adjusted. But my guess is that he just redrew the whole character again, and this time better. And so there was like iterations that way, rather than like the silhouette design that we get that is so efficient or whatever. Anyway, Quix asks, Goblin, how did I meet Sean? I met Sean I was doing Witherhome. And at that time I felt like I wanted to work on something slightly like different than just Witherhome. And I wanted to fill my work, and I was looking at some of these MMOs. I think it was Ashes of Creation that I was looking at. I went to their forums and I was a little frustrated with their race design, and how they didn't really build races for all the player types that you'd want to be found in an MMO. But I also said, like, oh man, I wanted to find like a game maybe that I could just reskin or something. And so, based off of me wanting to reskin like an MMO or a game that was slower paced, I looked into reskinning EverQuest. And then I went to games that were sort of like EverQuest, or that were slower in pace and classic in design, that were in development, and I just wanted to contribute. So I went to the Pantheon Discord, and from the Pantheon Discord I found about Monsters and Memories. And then for Monsters and Memories, I looked into it. I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool. This looks kind of exactly what I was looking for. And so I gave Shauna a shout out, or a message, said, hey, take a look at my work. We started talking. And I guess, you know, he liked my stuff, and maybe he liked my ethos, and I started working for him. Well, working for Monsters and Memories, you know. I guess it's not really, but you know, it is. It's hard work. So I guess the right, you know, volunteered, I guess. I joined, I think it was right after, probably right after Zukin and Paytas. I remember watching Paytas' streams. Wait, maybe I can instead get rid of this. Just have this be a drop off. Yeah, I remember watching Paytas' stream, so it would have been right after him. I can't remember how many people were on. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna quickly be right back. And then I am going to probably do this upper area. I used to call him Pattis, but realized that it was just a way better thing to actually call him by the way it's supposed to be said. Do the right thing. Okay, I'll quickly be right back. I'll come back. My life. So this is the bends. I'm thinking. Oh, what a great soundtrack. So, here, 1 second. Let me bring this. So, this right here is the overview of Night Harbor, and the bends is right here. So I'm thinking of adding like a second, like connection, like right here, and it goes up. That's what this would be. Maybe we can do something really cool with like a broken off piece, and then it's like super thin. And of course all this lives in the shadow of this giant wall that is the ziggurat, the palace. Do you have a lot of unstructured ideation time with M&M, or is this project at a point where your work is pretty focused to a specific timeline? Let's see. We set goals, and we hit those goals, but within the time to hit those goals, we sort of have, if we're on track, if we're ahead, we can usually play around with a couple other things. And we usually do play around with a couple other things. But that's only if we're really like on track for what we're doing. So like, let's say I have a certain amount of mobs to do, or an illustration a month, which I do. Usually, though I think I slacked on the illustration a month thing, because we skipped the like 2 months worth of updates, and for one big one. But yeah, essentially works like that, where we do have pretty structured things and deadlines for things that we want to do and have done and be completed. And if we don't, usually we're on top of that enough where we can do like other things that we want. Sometimes it's a little bit more like we got to do this, right? So like, for example, the website, that was something that I had to get done. But luckily, for the webs, or for me, I was able to do a lot more than just the website that month. Right, I played around with a lot of different things. I got a lot of cloth simulation, really refined. I got a lot of illustration done. I got a whole new illustration done this month, which was the dragon. Usually there's mob designs, there's things like this, little illustrations that I'm doing here. Yeah, what Keith said. On the art side, at least for my side, it feels like that. Like, I don't. Maybe there has been, and I don't want to say that there hasn't. But I've done a lot of... How do I want to do this? Hold on. Hold your horses. I just want to make sure that I get this part right. Looks wrong. Looks wrong. Okay, sorry, what was the question? Let's see. How much in the ID? I would say I get a pretty good amount of freedom on what to do. Personally. And I think that's just because I have so much that I just can do. So like, a good example is that because I do, I've done concept art, but I've also done design, and I've also done textures. At one point I was trying to help with animation. You know, just things like that. Though the animation stuff, I don't need to really help anymore, because Staff has been... He just knows. He's got it down pat. He's great. But I also do like some like system stuff. So like, sometimes certain systems will need like a looking at, you know, tech wise, and Zukin and I usually tackle that in some manner. Yeah, and it's something that I like doing. I like being able to, and I want to improve my skill. Like, for example, me as a texture artist, that is something that like I'd like to improve upon. Because the last time that I went to do texture art with Monsters and Memories, we had not set up our pipeline exactly, so we're trying to figure out our pipeline while setting up and doing assets and stuff. And so a lot of the textures that we did just never landed. It wasn't strong. And so it was like, well, turns out we brought someone else in, which was Pat, to help with the textures. And Pat showed us, and specifically showed me, just through his working and being able to see his workflow, like how it's done. And I go, oh, and now we have a full setup, like a workflow where like I want to do this so badly now, where cuz I think I figured it out. I go, okay, he knows how to do this, and he has some really very strong examples. And you've seen those examples on our site, on our updates. And I'd like to be able to content create to that level. Who's peeing in the background? Someone asked who's peeing in the background. Keith, when you found me, man, let me tell you something. I had completely okay, this whole section is just wrong. I had completely fucking just given up on detail. So, given up. I had just given up. I was ready to just end it all. I was a goner. No, let's see. So, like here's an example, right? So this was my last, like, before Monsters and Memories thing, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna go detail hard. And then I was like, well, what's the fucking point? And so eventually, okay, maybe that is sort of detailed, but it's not really. This is where my paintings were at. Unity, this little boopy. Where they were so, and you see this in a lot of the concept art that I've done, where there's not a lot of detail. There's certain parts that I go, okay, I'll render that out to bring attention to it. This was like the biggest, like, detailed thing, but I just, that that one killed me, and I just hated it. I hated doing things like it. And so I started doing things like this. And I started doing things like, maybe I have it in paintings. Like this, where there's some detail, but not that much. And like this, where it's like I was trying to find like the least amount of like, this was hard because I was trying to paint without painting line. Leave as much to the imagination as I can while creating form. So, let's say if I go to, I think, paintings. Oh, this is gonna take a while to. So like here, super just messy, lots of color. Color was always first. So just a little bit of, you know, forget those. Just super messy brushwork. I wonder if it's under sketches, actually. Now that I think about it, I haven't visited my site in explorations and exercises. This might be it. Yeah, like, what? I go, yeah, that's... I just, so, like, certain things I just gave up on. Gave up on detail and stuff like that. This little magical baby goblin. Very hard to see. So yeah, I played around with that, but anyway, so that's where I sort of was before Monsters and Memories. Then after Monsters and Memories, I was able to do some pretty detailed stuff. So my ability to actually do detail has increased. Specifically, I think you've improved in overall composition of complex shots, objects in the scene, have improved energy relationships and purpose to them. Difficult to explain, but I think I get what you mean. Yeah, man, we got our... maybe these are too... Maybe I need to make them more house-like. Too square boxy or whatever. We need some... Okay, so that continues to go up. That becomes its own thing. I haven't done like an illustration like this in a very long time. So I'm gonna need to outline some of the harsher things to bring it forward. Fielder? What's up, man? Yo, a coloring book with my sketches? That's kind of a cool idea. Never thought about that. Maybe by here, that sort of idea of like things sort of fall off, so there's not as many so the bends can continue being the bends. Add this. And then we get a wall that Paytas has been adding in. That goes into stage side. We'll probably have this kind of go like down into maybe it is just something like that, and then this can sorry, I don't mean to ignore anybody here. I'm just thinking, because I know what I want this to be. It's just a matter of getting it there. No, this is not a new city. This is the same old city that you all know and love. Night Harbor. This is the backside of Night Harbor. I showed it a little bit before, but be right here. So we all hang out here and die, and same thing here. We all hang out here and die to those beetles and Ashira. This is stage side. This is that wall that I'm talking about. We're gonna extend this, I think, so that we have a nice silhouette from this side over at Sungreet Strand. Because right now it's a little, because yeah. So this part is gonna act as like kind of like a platform above, and that platform above is gonna be sort of like Midgardian, like above the city or above the slums. Now I don't really know what. We can have like some ropes and stuff hanging down and some flags that's hanging down from, maybe we'll like a or like a wooden sort of thing. this like platform that kind of goes a little bit up. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll have to get rid of this so I can. Oh yeah, that's fine. How'd they make the pillars that tall? Here's my question, Senior Angus. Who's they? Imagine how much your property value must plummet after they put a giant ship above it. True. That's reliable shade in the desert. If anything, property value is going up. Jan's gonna buy some property in the Bends. Good investment. Can't wait for there's gonna be like a total gentrification of the Bends. Everybody's gonna find out that there's some like game related like reason why you want, you know, like something in the Bends. They're like, oh my god, it's so much closer to blank, and then, you know, like maybe the bridge gets restored or whatever, and you're just so much closer, you know, at the Bends to that bridge, and so all the high tier expensive players just buy this whole place up and start investing into it, and now you have little statues and ponies, and now I'm feature creeping like crazy for our entire team. I'm sorry, Ollie, you're now gonna have to implement player built statues and gentrification confirmed in the lore. Okay, I think I'll cut it off about there. I think I'll have to move this sail just a little bit visually forward so I can have this spike do what I want it. Gotta get some sleep. Have a good night, Goblin chat. Alright, catch you later, Keith. Thank you for joining the stream, hanging out. Alright, I need to send this concept off to environment. People, so they can get a look at it. Let's see. Sorry for my squeaky chair. Well, if I wanted it to be really grand, I'd also start in drawing a sage side. The sage side is back here, right? This makes this is now, I think, this idea of having this like border with the net underneath that takes in an airship, and then using some thinner architecture with the spikes that also relate to some of the thinner spikes that we see, spiky towers that we see at the top side of the palace. Having those all fit together feels really strong. This feels now, yeah, like one of my favorite parts of Night Harbor. Oops. Let's move this. Where are we? Maybe I'll delete this image. Delete image. And then I will, with the new little bit, just do like a There we go. Alright, so I'm happy with this. I think this looks pretty good. Now the question is, what else do I do tonight? What do I want to do tonight? What else? I think that might be it. There's some other stuff that I want to do, but I'll probably do it off stream. Secrets. Secrets that you guys are not allowed to know about. Environment textures. No. Let's doodle. Let's draw one mob. No, that's not a secret. Did I? What the heck? Hold up one cotton. Second, does that, am I allowed to say that now? Is that a loaded term? I'm just gonna go through concept art. Oh, I don't think I added the mushroom man. I have this mushroom. Hamlin's got in. Kobold's got in. Oh, I don't have the mushroom men, so I'll get those in. I'll get those in. Lots of concept art. Love the bug people here. This is actually a lot of Irkin staff in really pushing me, because I had been drawing too many things with hunches like this. I think I just love hunches. I think they're underutilized. Anyway, so he noticed that I had a lot of hunches in my work. Stop drawing my spine problems? Never. And so I ended up doing things like this and these to sort of do different creature designs that didn't have hunches. Even these guys have hunches. Hunches, a little bit of a hunch. I really like this guy. I really, really like this guy. I don't know what it is about him, but I love him. I think he's great. The little sword and shield. Yeah, my art loves to lean forward. True. Oh yeah, and then these came out of it. Like, different silhouettes. Look at that hunch. A dollop. Yeah. Oh, I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Oh, I should also do more of these. Oh, these were fun. Yeah, so the Mushroom Men didn't make it in, so I'll add that to the website next time I get the chance. Though this creature right here, fucking sick. It's gonna be difficult to do, but fucking sick. In my opinion. Alright, anyway. Fucking Lazy Nezumi, which is the they're yeah, where are we gonna draw another creature? Oh, you asked what brush I use. No, it's always the brush. It's the classic Ifnifga or Ifnifga whatever. One. It's what I always use. Okay, we're gonna draw. Oh, no, I mean like a Photoshop brush. You're right, it is a stylus. Technically, you're right. Technically, fuck you. Yeah, we're gonna draw. So when you brush like this is what it looks like. See how like if I hit lightly, I can actually like remove a lot of the actual texture from it. So I can, lots of texture, go over it twice until there's like next to no texture. So like you can go lighter, or the darker you get, or the more that you go over it, the smoother it will get, but you can actually like kind of control it. You can even do this. Right? And then the more you go over it, and sort of keep that, and then make it a little bit smoother. It's really cool. So I've sort of internalized that. Yeah, what do we want to draw? Give me some, guys. Give me some to a mob. A mob, classic fantasy mob that I haven't done yet. Give me something. I don't know if I put gargoyles on the website yet. Or ghouls. What the fuck? Here I was. Oh, I got them all. No, I didn't. I'm an idiot. Something flying? Undead turkey? Turkeys can't fly. Oh, griffin. Dude, our griffin would look like fucking exactly like the Dragon's Dogma griffin. That griffin is so classic. It's just like there's... Oh god, it's so good. Have you guys seen the Dragon's Dogma griffin? Looks like that game is gonna be a whole lot of what original Dragon's Dogma was gonna be, so maybe just play the Dragon's Dogma 2 when it comes out. And then you can go back and appreciate the classic once, you know. Dude, Dragon's Dogma is fucking sick. If you like adventure and going out into the night with your party full adventurers with a lantern and coming across dangers and being prepared with, you know, with lanterns and like mage lights and undead boons to be put onto your sword so you do more damage against undead, and having a party to back you up. Your party is in this case NPCs. Then pick the game up. It's phenomenal. It may be action oriented, but also you can play as like a mage or a sorcerer, and you just do this. It's fucking so sick. You're like, so you get to wear a big pointy hat too. Here's your character. They're like, and you're just like standing there with your staff, and your staff like slows the, you have like this thing or whatever, Anyway, your staff like slows the you got like puffy sorcerer boots like this. And you just like sort of walk slowly while you're casting, and then you have your party, you know, which is like Mr. Guy with shield, and he's like, "Yo, I don't think so." And he has like he bangs his shield, and everybody's like, "Oh, go attack that guy." And so he's all like taking aggro and stuff. And then you have like an archer or whatever, and that archer's going pew 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 from the, you know, they're going like that, and they're doing damage, and they're interrupting people and setting traps and stuff so that no one gets to you. And you're just walking around, and all the NPCs are like, "Nah, I'm gonna get you." And these guys are like, "No, you're not." And then that entire time, which is like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you're just holding the button, and you're hoping to God that no one's gonna attack you. And then once you know, like all these guys, they're coming after you and everything. And a single enemy is like pretty resilient. And it could be like a griffin, so, or like a cyclops or whatever. Cyclops. You can climb on these guys, by the way. Like you can climb on these cyclopses on their back and shit. If you're a thief, or even if you're a mage, you can do it. Not really a point if you're a mage, but anyway. So you've been sitting there, and you're channeling your spell like 15 seconds, that sort of thing. And if you were channeling, like, let's say your frost spell or whatever, your level 3 frost spell, all of a sudden it goes. 1 second, let me. It's like this, and like huge, like fucking things of icicles just go like that and just obliterate everybody. And they're just like icicles that just go. It's fucking sick. Or if there is like meteor, you know, if you cast meteor, literally from the sky you can watch them come in. Just they go, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then just fucking pummel the ground, and there's just a meteor shower like that. It's fucking so sick. Yeah, Magic Archer was sick. I mained a Magic Archer in one of my playthroughs. Magic Archer has this thing where, like, you go, let's say you're aiming your Magic Archer bow or whatever, which really looks like this, I think. You're not even holding anything. I don't remember. And it has this circle, right? That's like a targeting circle. And here's your enemies. Hello. Here's your enemies. And essentially, you just take this circle and you go and you aim all around. You go choo 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 choo, because it's like super wide. It's actually like super big. It's like this. And then you just like paint everybody, and then little circles will pop up on all the targets that you've acquired. And then you shoot, and it goes choo choo, and it like attacks all the guys that you targeted. It's fucking sick. You like paint it, and then it goes, and it hits, and it goes like up into the sky, and then it comes down. It's fucking sick. And then you do that again and again and again, because it's fucking awesome. That wasn't me hitting a bong. That was me drinking Diet Coke. There's ice. Anyway, fucking story time. Story time with Gob. Actually, now that I think about it, you know what I'd really like? Maybe I should do some like deep elf, or sorry, deep gnome exclusive like gear. Is that our small race exclusive gear? Deep gnome related gear or whatever. We have heard that wearing feathers up at the top of your head, they increase the chance of it's like a dream antenna. How do I plan on streaming? I think you asked, and I did answer. I will be after just a little bit of this, a little bit of um, concept stuff. Can deep gnomes be shamans? Hold on. Beastmaster, Shaman, Elementalist, Enchanter, Druid, Necromancer, Wizard, and Rogue. Yes. Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be super funny actually? If deep gnomes like they found like a certain conduit, you know, like magic or whatever, to something as simple as the potato. They're like yeah, no, it's people are underestimating the potato like crazy. You said that because yes, I did pause. Have you guys seen that fucking meme? Let me see if I can find it. It's so funny. The hell is it? Oh, maybe I need to potato. Oh yeah.
I'm young and rich.
No, that is wrong. Where the hell is it? 1 second. I'm gonna use Google. I don't use Google for the most part. Where? Normal vegetables versus potatoes. Let's close this. You guys aren't seeing it because I'm looking. What the hell? I found it, but I didn't find it. Here, let me. Yeah, there we go. I just need to now get rid of this bullshit. There we go. Merge that down. You must store us at the right temperature, at the right humidity, or we will spoil and rot in no time. Potato. Where's the fucking soil? Alright. Now I need to filter, sharpen. We're gonna make a good meme here right now. Filter, sharpen, hard sharpen, and we're gonna go like insane. And then we're gonna go like this. And then we're gonna change the color balance. And then we're going to add a thing like this and go overlay, merge that down. There we go. Sorry, I'm falling asleep. Glad I caught your stream. Have a good night. I said that way too late. Catch you later, Quicks. And NGL potato. Yeah, fucking deep fry the image. Deep fry the potato. Dude, if Portal 2 taught me anything, is the power of a potato. Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now. That's what I'm fucking saying. These deep gnomes know what the fuck they're talking about. All right. There we go. All right, okay. I think I'm actually super done for tonight. I quite enjoyed this picture of a deep gnome. Deep gnome shaman. All right. If you guys, okay, dude, Peta's had the best, fucking outro. I don't know how I can top it. He like did everything. All I gotta say is check out monstersandmemories.com. We just recently updated the website. You can go find our Discord there. You can check out all the classes, all the races, and there's lore in there. There's concept art. There's illustrations, screenshots. Eventually, we're going to be getting a new section in there. Always go to the mailing list and make sure that you sign up so you get informed when we have updates. There's other streams that you can follow. There's Zukin, there's Paytas, there's a Loving Robot, of course, which is Sean's stream, and who else streams? Erkenstaff sometimes streams. You guys, I'm talking to people that already know what Monsters and Memories is. I'm talking to everybody that already knows. I don't know why I'm saying this. Everybody knows. Anyway, okay. There's one last thing that that I need to definitely say and make sure that you guys know before I go offline. And that one